proud to be bringing this project to Lockhart. It's been 4 years in the making. So I'm Tom Staub, CEO of RODG Development Group based here in Austin, Texas. We have a project called Project Lone Star. The main objectives, we have 10 projects across Texas that will develop over the next 15 years. RODG primarily buys big swaths of land, 500 acres and above, and essentially builds what we consider 15-minute mini-cities. And what that means is that anything that you need in life, whether it be medical, daycare, school, entertainment, beers, food, groceries, is never more than a 15-minute walk away. We go through all of the visioning, the entitlements, we then install the infrastructure, and then we sell it to our partners, whether it be builders or commercial partners or med campus concepts or schools. A charrette is essentially it's a quorum of land planners, architects, both vertical and landscape architects, civil engineers, obviously the developer themselves, the retail experts, the marketing experts. That is a powerhouse team, all under one roof. And we actually got them an Airbnb so that they never left the Airbnb. So they're really ideating nonstop for 3 days. Yeah, we are intentionally isolated from the noise, from distractions. Again, we have the event room and then we have the house. And we're surrounded by hill country, right? So there's nothing here to distract us. Everything is focused on the project with inspirations of our surroundings to really, drive that home. If you go to the event room, you'll see books of the history of Lockhart and all of these pictures and concepts from all around the United States and the world. And we're trying to bring the best of the best right here to Lockhart.
So I have 2 roles. One is to help facilitate and try to get all these creative people together and working in the same direction to try to really push them to think big and think about big ideas that can make this community exceptional. But this synthesis and this time that we're investing so enhances the process and gives us that groundwork and baseline about where we're going, but also just gets all these people working together on the same page, being able to explain the why and the how. At the end of this process, we have to be able to codify it into a vision that we can then bring to people that weren't in the room. We're producing a presentation that we're able to bring to other people.
RODG is a developer of unique master plan communities that are desirable, communities that cause the hearts of visitors and residents to flutter. So the Sea Willow Ranch is a great example of that. Through the charrette process, we dig deep into the psychology of the different segments of the consumers to design not only housing types that will appeal to them, but also unique amenities and features throughout the whole community that will give them the feeling of falling in love over and over again. So now let's talk about the economic impact to the city of Lockhart. The Sea Willow Ranch over the next 20 years will have very significant impact to the city of Lockhart. Now, Sea Willow Ranch will add more than 700 new permanent jobs with payroll of about $1 billion. It will increase the population by over 10,000 people. It will increase the city's sales tax revenue by $1 billion.
Out of the charrette process, we get what's called a vision book, and that vision book sets out our vision, our guiding principles, our day one story, a day in the life. It really kind of tells the story about what these communities will be. And so we're able to use that vision book to go talk to investor partners, to go talk to new builder partners, to go talk to these commercial incremental retail pieces we want to include in these communities, to go talk to the local brew pub and really have them buy into the vision as well. It's a quick glimpse that gives you the whole story of what exactly we're trying to accomplish in these communities and really gets their buy-in so that they also come in the tent with us. We want the car to be at the rear of our communities. We want alley-loaded opportunities. We want cottage lots. We want people to park their car in the garage. They leave it there and they go to the front of their community, and the front of the community is all porches and people and places and just beautiful nature. At Red Oak Development, what we're trying to do is prioritize the people and the places and the porches over the cars and the driveways and the garages, make it ingrained into the community fabric. And what that does is the commercial raises the value of the residential, residential of the commercial, commercial of the co-working. It all seamlessly integrates together and creates long-term value.
What we're trying to do and what Red Oak is all about is creating places that are unique for the people who will live there. One of the things about Red Oak that I really appreciate is they have a freshness and a young perspective to creating communities. So what that brings with it is really an authenticity. When you get a group of creators, innovators, placemakers, market researchers, consumer insights professionals, designers, architects, land planners in a room, it's really magic and logic, right? And it's the synergy of the two that make a place so special. There's a lot of development teams and a lot of builders in the market that really start with what I'll call a lot fit analysis and decide how many somethings can I put on this piece of land. And that's, logic and its efficiency and all those good things. This is about elevating it to story and to really connecting on an emotional and a really physical level with how people want to live, and then providing something different and unique to help support a healthier, happier life. I think what's really cool about this process is that you bring a bunch of people together that really care about people and how people live. And I mean, these are professionals and experts and really creative minds that study place and study like little nuances, the spaces in between where life happens, where people connect and live better, healthier lives. So this community, I like to think about it as it's like the tribute band to old Austin, right? So we're leaning into the energy and the exuberance and really that whole new perspective. We're leaning hard into that. We're leaning hard into activating it, the live music scene, the local food scene, the place where people really know your name and feel like they want to connect with you, and that everybody's welcome here. It's a tapestry, right? We're not all the same. We're celebrating that. It's a great opportunity to the relaunch of Lockhart.